So welcome to your reset and restore practice. We're going to just start in a comfortable seated posture. And take time as you come to your seat to find what feels like center for you, rolling around, movement. And I just want to really strongly encourage you to let this movement be intuitive and organic, just from a place of feeling. And what you want to feel is that you're centered and balanced in your body to whatever extent you can be in this moment. Don't overly try to control that or analyze or scrutinize that. Rather, again, from a place of feeling. And you can start as you begin to ease into a bit of stillness. You can start in the pelvis, noticing if you're tilted forward or tucked back at all. And it's always helpful, in my opinion, to do a little tucking and tilting to get a sense of, oh, this is forward. Oh, this is back. Where's that place in the middle? And then shifting the weight a little to the right and left. And recognizing when there's more weight on one side and then the other, and then where's that middle ground that feels like you're fairly evenly balanced right to left. And then just noticing from the pelvis and the hips and in the legs, can you maintain that stability, that centeredness, that neutrality in the pelvis, but really relax and soften in the hips and in the knees and in the ankles and in the arches of the feet and the toes. And I'll just use this moment to remind you that even this very simple sort of centering, balancing, grounding attention can be really helpful at any point during your day. I often do it right when I get in the car. I mean, literally 15 seconds of just getting my posture in a place that feels like I'm in my body and paying attention to how I'm using my body so that I'm centered and balanced. So see if you can start to lift up out of the pelvis just a little, gently. In fact, really exerting as little effort as possible, but evenly all around, and from the front of the hips to the front ribs, the sides, and the back. That space between the sacrum and the lowest back ribs. And then feel your rib cage. Can you notice? And feel free to sort of just move it around. Find that place where it feels like the left side of the rib cage and the right side of the rib cage is as even as possible. Whatever, again, however that feels for you right now. And then just bringing your hands to your thighs, just do a little shrugging and release. And add some breath to that. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, maybe through the mouth with a sigh as you release. And feel free as you do this a few more times, slow. Don't be, overly forceful about it. Be gentle, but feel free to like grip and squeeze other aspects of the body. Maybe the hands, maybe squeezing the knees up. Maybe scrunching the face up a little. And maybe once or twice more, and really exhale. Don't just let the breath fall out, but then start to gently push it out a little. Good. And then let yourself come into stillness. Pull the waist back, pull the sides of the neck back. root down a bit through the tailbone and up a bit through the crown of the head, palms down on the legs. Widen the collarbones, widen the rib cage. Soften the muscles of the forehead and around the eyes. Seal the lips, but let your teeth separate just a little bit in your mouth so that your jaw relaxes. And just begin to narrow the spotlight of your attention onto the flow of your breath. So maybe you notice that in the nostrils, or maybe you can observe the chest expanding and softening, or the rib cage moving in and out, or the belly expanding, softening. Or perhaps you can get a sense of watching the whole body receive and release the breath. For just about 60 seconds here, use those words as you breathe in and out. Receive as you inhale, just say it in your mind. Release as you exhale. And maybe as you think the word release on each exhalation, maybe there's some softening, further softening in the body. Maybe there's a little bit of allowing as you inhale, a little bit more allowing yourself to receive the oxygen of your in-breath. Good. So consider keeping your eyes closed and keeping that spotlight of your awareness focused on the breath and in this quiet, gentle place. And just bring your hands down to either side of you. And let's just do a few side bends. On an in-breath, reach one arm up. And as you exhale, side bend to whatever side. And then as you inhale, come back through center and then change sides as you exhale. So give yourself permission here to go slower than you want to. And maybe that means that the movement and the breath and the coordination of those two, the syncing of those two, look a little different than inhaling through center and exhaling to a side bend. Maybe it looks a little different so that you can move even slower than you want to. Challenge yourself to, just for another several rounds, go even slower. And if in moving slower, your mind gets distracted, as it will for all of us, for sure, at some point, come back to our mantra of release as you exhale and receive as you inhale. And you might have noticed that one side feels a little more challenging. There's a little more sensation on one side than the other. The next time you go to that side, just pause and just spend one extra round of breath on that side, releasing any unintended gripping and tensing and receiving a little more space. Good. Take your time. Come on up and just come to your hands and knees. And just a word about the hands. Let them be gentle. I recommend the fingers spread, but just a little, not like super spread, just a gentle spread, maybe like a centimeter or so between each finger. And make sure your middle fingers are pointing forward, and do engage the weight out into the fingers so that it's somewhat off of the wrists. And if this feels challenging in your wrists in any way, one thing that's great to do, I have a yoga mat here, but if you have a blanket or a towel, I know you do, you can just put a little extra padding under the heels of the hands to just give yourself some support there. Take your time. Once you're here, just start to move the spine from an arched position to a rounded position, cat-cow, back and forth. And like our side bends, challenge yourself to go a little bit slower than you're inclined to do, just a little bit. You don't have to overly restrict yourself here, but it's that time of year, as we've been talking about, that we're really meant to be slowing down and doing less. And so we can begin to embody that in our practice to help us practice that in our lives. So the next time you round, consider just holding and letting the weight of the head release down, and maybe doing a little sort of side to side movement with the head. Really acknowledging that the weight of the head can help create space in the back of the neck and in the upper back here. Just release it. And if that feels challenging to do, a little sort of bobblehead back and forth action can be helpful. Good. And then sometime soon, come back to a more neutral spine, and let's just do some side bending here. So just lean into one side and come through center and lean into the other side. And let your elbows just sort of bend or be soft to help you get a little leverage here. You can think about bringing, let's say, left hip and left shoulder a lot closer to each other, and then really leaning out through the right ribs. Take your time. Recognize that the back of your neck is very much a part of your spine. So as you say, bring the right shoulder and right hip closer to each other, you can also bring the right ear closer to the right shoulder and really lean out to the left side. All right, good. Sometime soon, yourself come back through center, and you're gonna keep the knees about hips width apart here, and the ankles and feet also about hips width apart. And we're gonna sit back into child's pose, but we're gonna do it a little differently. We're gonna flow from child's pose into cat pose. So think of the hips sitting back here and the arms stretching forward, but the chest moving forward, sort of like cow pose, right? A little bit of an arch here. And then tuck the tailbone, lift the hips, and round up. And then press the pubic bone back as you arch through cow. Reach the hips back into this sort of child cow mash up, if you will, and then come on up. So make this very flowy as much as you can. And the reason that we're doing that is just to get some circulation, some of the fluid in the joints moving, lubricating. Think about motion being lotion for the joints. And so rather than very rigid, sort of linear movements, let this be somewhat of an organic, flowy, roundier movement. And from here on out, we'll coin roundier as a technical term. Good. Nice job. All right, sometime soon, when you come up, let yourself come down onto your belly. Take your time. And feel free to do a little bit of windshield wipering of the legs here. And put your forehead down just momentarily. And let the feet come down. Let the tops of the feet come all the way down onto the floor and really push down to ground yourself in the tops of the feet. And now let your hands be outside of the shoulders, but at shoulder sort of height. And so the elbows are gonna poke up, point up a little bit. Make sure that your fingers are pointing forward, just like when we were on the hands and knees. Keep the fingers mostly together, not super spread out, but push weight into the fingertips so that not all of it's in the heel of the hand and then the wrist. And then just peel the elbows, or I should say, reach the elbows back toward the wall behind you or towards your heels, and then peel your forehead and chest up. So this is sort of and then lower down and keep going. This is sort of a gentle, modified cobra pose. I want you to lead with the elbows because it's really easy in cobra. And back when I was teaching group classes, I would see it all the time. The shoulders would go up to the ears as someone would push down, almost like trying to do a push up. But rather than do that, reach the elbows back towards your heels and then lift the forehead and chest. And you can do this just a few more times. Make sure you're pushing your pubic bone down and the tops of your feet down, staying nice and grounded. If you want to add just a little bit to this, you can lift the hands as well. Be gentle with yourself. We've done some movement in the upper back, and this can be a bit of strengthening and movement in the upper back, which helps us sit up. It also really engages those muscles of the upper back to help get the circulation going. All right, sometime soon, take your time, peel yourself all the way up and sit all the way back to child's pose. And feel free here to just do a little side to side movement, including the head. Couple of nice, long, deep, soft exhalations. Nice work. Okay, come on back up to a seated posture. We're going to do just another couple of things here for the neck and upper back and shoulders. Take your time. The first thing we'll do is a sort of butterfly movement to interlace your fingers behind your head. Take a minute to really press your head into your hands, the back of your head into your hands, and shrug the shoulders up a bit, but then drop them down and widen them. Do that again, shrug them up, feel that direction, and then feel the opposite direction of the shoulder blades moving down and the collarbones widening. See if you can almost feel like your armpits are sort of hollowing out. Make sure that you've got a really good sort of grip on your hands. You're not clenching, but your fingers are truly interlaced. You're really creating a basket. And then just open up and then bring the elbows towards each other in front, tuck the chin to the chest. And do that just a few more times. And I just want you to notice, I'm going to turn sideways here so you can see that I'm not really rounding a lot in my upper back. Rather, I'm tucking my chin. This is such a nice stretch when you keep your chest lifted. Such a nice stretch for the back of the neck and down the spine between the shoulder blades. It's an area where I think every single one of us carries extra tension. Good. Feel free if you want to hold either one of these shapes for an extra breath or two. And then sometime soon, and please do take your time, just release your hands and we'll just roll the head side to side just a bit. Again, I strongly recommend that you keep your chest lifted, your collarbones wide here. So good. And as you do this, just another round or two, go slower than you want to. And again, if you find that slowing down makes room for your mind to wander off, come back to using those two words in the mind as you breathe. Release as you exhale, receive as you inhale. So good. Okay. Sometime soon, let yourself come back to center, back to neutral. And we'll just move right into some box breathing, just a small handful of rounds here before we come down for our meditation. Box breathing, as a reminder, is an even inhalation, hold the breath in after the inhalation, exhalation, and hold the breath out after exhalation. So 4 parts, and we'll go even. I'll use a 4 count and then just intentionally slow my counting down so that we're extending the breath out just a little. Please don't force your breath at any time. And please remember your exhalations, deeper, completer exhalations, make room in your lungs for good in breaths. And the holds, both in and out, are opportune times to release holding in your body. When you're holding your breath, your body is going to tense up in its habitual ways, and you have an opportunity in that moment to still hold your breath, but do it in a way that you're not tensing your body, which just retrains your body and your mind to not be so tense in moments of tension, of holding the breath. Okay, so big breath in through the nose, exhale through the mouth all the way. seal your lips and inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold out. 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold out. 4, 3, 2, 1 more round. Breathe in. 4. Receive. 2, 3, 2, 1. Hold in. 4. Soften. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 4. Release. 3, 2, 1. Hold out. 4, 3. Soften. 2, 1. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just start to move as slowly as possible to your reclined, supported setup for our guided meditation, Yoga Nidra. As always, please support your low back with something under your knees rolled up. Please support the back of your neck with something rolled up there to support a gentle curve, but also release muscles there. Please make sure that you will be warm and comfortable, including socks on your feet. If your feet, like mine, get very cold, blanket on top of you. The weight can feel good, but the warmth is really important. And I also highly recommend that you cover your eyes. Again, the weight can feel lovely, but the darkening is really good for our overworked eye muscles. So take your time working into your meditation posture and just really let yourself focus on your own physical comfort. Give yourself the gift of the attention to feeling your body and adjusting any little way necessary to make yourself more and more comfortable, more and more supported. Really settling into a position that feels just right, not settling for anything less. During this meditation, I'll guide you to notice and feel physical sensations, the breath, emotions, thoughts, and feelings of well being, and to most importantly, experience yourself as the witness to all of these comings and goings in your experience. Whatever you experience is exactly right, is perfect. In fact, during this practice of Yoga Nidra, every experience is welcomed as a messenger that's inviting you to explore, to be curious, to really observe without trying to change, fix, or make anything happen. As you welcome whatever is arising, your body and mind are learning to remain at ease throughout. So good. This is a skill that you can carry with you into your daily life experience. Helps you discover, this practice helps you discover and cultivate a deeper and deeper relationship with the place within you that is always at ease and peaceful and satisfied. This practice helps you experience yourself as that unchanging well-being that you are, witnessing and welcoming everything. So just settle into stillness if you haven't already, resting, supported, at ease. And just allow my voice to become your voice. And just start to notice your senses, the taste in your mouth, the sounds around you. Notice the most obvious sounds and the more subtle sounds. And tune in to sounds that are barely perceptible. Notice smells, images or colors behind your eyelids. The touch of the clothing and blankets on your skin. The touch of air on any skin that's exposed. Your senses are open and alive. So narrow the spotlight of your attention onto your heart center now. And as you just really feel into this space in the center of your chest, the center side to side and front to back, as you really hold the space in your body and awareness, ask yourself and notice what comes up here in this heart center space. Ask yourself, how would I like to feel during and as a result of this practice? And whatever comes from this space right away, just go with that, trust that, and then start to say to yourself, I am whatever that is. I'll use calm as an example. I am calm. I am calm. And just slow down the thinking of those words. Good. Keep repeating these words just for another moment and really feel this intention as an ally supporting you to be focused and alert through your practice and in your daily life, affirming this and the feeling of your heartfelt intention with your body and mind, your entire body and mind. Just feel it reverberating from your heart center out. I am whatever it is. Good. Release that for now. I'll begin to name areas of the body, and as I do, allow that narrow spotlight of your attention, your awareness to move through the body and feel each part as it's named. Know that your practice here is simply about noticing what's present. There's nothing to scrutinize or label or judge. Just give yourself the gift of slowly, in more detail than you might otherwise do, pay attention to each part of your body. Start at the mouth. Feel the mouth as a whole. Feel the lips and the teeth and the gums. Feel the roof of the mouth and the inner cheeks and the tongue, the tip of the tongue, the sides of the tongue, the back of the tongue. Feel the throat. Become aware of the jaw now, the hinges of the jaw, and the ears, the outer ears, the inner ears. And let yourself become so aware of the sensations in the inner ears that you can feel the ears receiving sound. Feel the ears hearing. Become aware of the forehead now, the eyebrows, and the eyes as a whole. Feel the eyelids now, and the surfaces of the eyes, and the backs of the eyes. Allow the spotlight of your awareness to notice the nose, the tip of the nose, the entrance of the nostrils, and feel the inside of the nose and air flowing in and out. Feel the skin of the cheeks and the chin and the whole face. And now the whole head. Allow the spotlight of your attention to move down the neck. Feel the back of the neck, the sides of the neck, and the throat once more. And this time, very slowly, with as little effort as possible, swallow and feel every sensation as you do. Move your awareness down to the shoulder girdle. Feel the collarbones and the shoulder blades. Notice the armpits and the arm bones inserting into the torso. Feel down the arms, the upper arms to the elbows, and the forearms down to the wrists. Feel the hands, the backs of the hands, the thumbs and the fingers, and the palms of the hands. And feel both hands and both arms simultaneously. Notice across the whole upper back and feel down the spine. From the base of the skull all the way down to the tailbone. Feel the rib cage. Notice the chest. Become aware of the abdomen, the sides of the waist, and the low back. Feel the buttocks and the pelvis and the low belly and the genitals. Become aware of the leg bones inserting into the torso at the hip sockets. Feel down the upper legs to the knees and down the lower half of the legs to the ankles. Feel the feet, tops of the feet, the toes, the soles of the feet. Feel the whole of the feet, both feet and both legs at the same time. And sense the entire front of the body, all the parts facing away from the earth. And sense the entire back of the body, all the parts facing the earth. Feel the left side and the right side. And sense the entire body, whole body. Sense the whole body as a field of radiant sensation. Be aware of all that's now present in your awareness. Feel yourself as the one who's aware of everything that's present. So first, really sense what's present. Notice. And then experience yourself as the field of awareness in which everything is coming and going. Become aware of the body breathing now. The flow of the breath as sensation, perhaps in the nostrils, the chest, the ribs, the belly. Perhaps experiencing the whole body breathing receiving and releasing the breath. Whole body breathing in and receiving. Whole body breathing out and releasing. Begin counting each breath silently backward from 7 to 1 in the following manner. In breath, receiving 7, out breath, releasing 7. Or you can just say receive 7, release 7. Either way, keep going. As you know, there's no need to worry about getting to 1, or if you do, start over. If you lose track, start over. Stay with it. Good. Release, counting right where you are. Be aware of all that's present in your awareness. Feel yourself as the one who's aware of everything that's present. Recognize yourself as the witness that is sensing your experience. So now bring your attention to some specific feelings throughout the body. Start with warmth. Notice what feels warm. And now feel coolness. Notice the experience of coolness, whatever that might be for you right now. Feel heaviness. And now lightness. Allow yourself to become aware of any discomfort, to whatever degree is there. And now feel comfort. Just really experiencing it as it arises. Know that if any of these feelings were not present, as may happen, just welcome whatever is. And see if you can just identify what's most predominant right now. Warmth, or coolness, heaviness, lightness, discomfort, or comfort. No need to change or fix or scrutinize in any way. Just awareness. So bring your attention now to an emotion that is present in your body, or perhaps one that you've been experiencing or working with in your life lately. It can be helpful to recall a memory that invites a particular emotion. And as always, if nothing is coming up for you in this moment, just notice what is. It's all exactly right. If there is an emotion, invite it to unfold fully as sensation in your body. Allow yourself to witness the experience. Where do I feel it? What does it feel like in my body? And if there is an emotion present that you're feeling in your body right now, take just a moment to invite an opposite emotion. Don't overthink this here. Just whatever immediately comes up for you, invite that in. This also is a time when recalling a memory that evokes that opposite emotion can be really helpful. And if an opposite emotion is arising, no labeling or judging necessary, just simply noticing, where do you experience it in your body? Good. Just take a moment to be aware of all that's present in your awareness. Sense what is arising, what's present, and then acknowledge yourself as the field of awareness that's witnessing the experience, that's aware of the experience. Welcome a thought or belief now, something that you may be aware of, that you think about yourself or about an- another person or about a life experience or circumstance or about the world. If no thought or belief is arising, simply be with whatever is present in this moment, acknowledging, remembering, really connecting to the truth that it's right. It's what's meant to be noticed in within you in this moment. If there is a belief, as you hold this belief to be true, notice how it feels in your body. Where and how do you feel this thought or belief in your body? Really sensing how this thought or belief affects the body. Noticing any images, emotions, or other thoughts that co arise. There's no need to change or fix anything at all here. This practice is always an opportunity to observe yourself in a non judgmental, self compassionate way. So just be aware now of all that's present in your awareness. Notice subtle shifts. Notice what's present now. Sense what's present and then feel yourself as the one who is aware of everything. That pure awareness within you. That pure awareness that is you. Allow yourself now to be attentive to sensations throughout your body of well being. Or perhaps recall a particular event from your life that invites a feeling of well being into your body right now. Welcome whatever emerges just as it is. And then really invite this feeling of well being, this sensations of well being to expand within you by visualizing an inner smile. Really feel a smile radiating from within, perhaps from your heart out to your body, expanding throughout your entire body, feeling the feet and ankles smile, the knees, feeling the hips smile, the low back, the belly smiling, the hands and wrists, elbows, and shoulders smiling, the upper back, smiling the throat and neck, the inner mouth, the eyes and forehead smiling. Just really give yourself a moment to feel that radiant, alive feeling of well being and the entire body smiling. If it's helpful for just another moment here, come back to the words release and receive as you breathe out and in. Whole body smiling, the radiant, alive feeling of well being, every cell, spaciousness, the calm, the vibrancy. The steadiness of the breath. Be aware of all that's present in your awareness. Feel yourself as the one who's aware of everything that's present. Experience yourself as the field of awareness in which everything is arising. Just allow yourself to really dissolve into that being awareness, that pure, open, and spacious being in which everything is coming and going. Awareness in which everything is welcome. And that being awareness just reflecting upon all that has been or is now present. Sensations, emotions, thoughts, beliefs, well-being. Just experience of being pure awareness. Everything just as it is. You just as you are. Now come back to your heartfelt intention, your I am statement, and just begin to repeat gently those words in your mind, feeling them reverberate throughout your body and your being. Recite them more slowly than you want to. Good. As you continue with your heartfelt intention, cultivating that deep into your pure awareness. Imagine going about your daily life, noticing sensations, emotions, thoughts, all constantly changing, yet all the while feeling yourself as unchanging, spacious awareness, the well being that you are, regardless of external circumstances. Now take your time drawing in a slow, deep breath through the nose. No longer, slower, deeper exhalation through the mouth. Feeling your body receive and release. Gently wiggle your toes and your fingers. Begin to roll your head slowly from one side to the other. Take your time moving slowly, really savoring the experience. Coming back into your body and coming back to being fully alert and wide, awake, reorienting to where you are. And then, of course, if you choose, you are absolutely welcome to stay right where you are, reclined, supported, comfortable, warm. If you'd like to roll to one side of your body, please do so very slowly, very gently, with as little effort as possible, and really experiencing the movement of your body. Really feeling every sensation as you move. If you do roll to one side, stay covered, support your head, curl up. You're very welcome to stay right there on your side. And of course, if you'd like to make your way to a seated posture for ending our time together, you're absolutely welcome to do that as well. But I'll continue to encourage you to move very slowly, be very mindful, experience the movement fully as you make it. And no matter where you're choosing, how you're choosing to position your body for our last few moments together, please stay warm and comfortable. So we'll end our time as we always do with an offering of loving kindness. I'll make a few statements of loving kindness, which I am directing to you. So I'll use the word you. And also, I'd like to encourage you to repeat each of these statements to yourself, changing the word you to I, so that you're offering yourself loving kindness as well. And just like the movement of transitioning from our meditation to our closing time together, whatever movement that might have been for you, really give yourself the opportunity with this offering of loving kindness that is so potent and sweet. Really give yourself the opportunity to experience the ritual of it, the sentiment of it, the heartfelt reverberation of these words, these intentions, this offering. So if you'd like, you can bring your hands together or to your body in any way that feels good. May you be safe and healthy. May you have a calm, clear mind. May you have an open, loving heart. May you be at peace. May all beings on earth be at peace. That is good work. Thank you so much, my friends, for your presence and your practice. I firmly believe that a rising tide lifts all boats. So you're giving yourself this time to reset and restore truly, truly elevates all of us on the planet. So thank you so much.